out a sneeze right as we fucking start the show. Like that bitch couldn't come like the whole
Bless you.
45 minutes before the show started, my nigga. Here we
Bless
are.
you and bless this podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's the Drink with I Totally here, my tag team partner CT aka HD Bang on a late night. What's happening with you, brother?
What's happening? What's happening? And we are the Underground Fresh Wrestling Podcast. That's why we're here at 11:30 at night, giving to you the week that was in professional
Super
wrestling.
underground.
Super Underground. Late night talk about professional wrestling.
Like the penguin and the bliss. That's what we like. We underground like the
Did you
penguin
finish
and
the
the
penguin?
bliss, baby.
Did you finish it?
I'm on episode 8, so as soon as I leave you here, I'm gonna probably try to sneak that last
Okay.
episode in.
Oh, listen, we'll talk about that another time. But we're here to talk about wrestling. Don't want to spoil it for my guy. I don't want him to spoil for anybody else out here. But that shit is fire. But yeah, man, we're here to talk about wrestling, and we got more questions than answers, as the title says. We have right around the corner from Survivor Series this weekend coming up, and we are just past Full Gear, AEW Full Gear. So we just witnessed Raw a couple hours ago. Go home show for Raw. We'll have the go home show for SmackDown this Friday. What is your takeaways? Where do you want to start? Because I know we're debating on Raw or SmackDown.
Well, I would say because Raw happened tonight, this can be sort of a Raw recap, but there's no way that we can Raw recap without touching on SmackDown. So let's just run through a little bit of ancillary things that happened on SmackDown that kind of led to some major plot points in Raw. So first, just to get out the way, Shinsuke Nakamura has been attacking LA Knight over the past couple of weeks on SmackDown. So that now is official where we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight at Survivor Series. Hopefully not to job out, but possibly, maybe.
I want a no contest. I want a no contest, but I can see Shinsuke getting jobbed out. I really can. I'm not going to pass him.
Yeah, so I mean that again, that's ancillary, but something that we have, kind of need to speak about.
Yeah.
But shout out to Shinsuke finally, getting off the surfboard. It got a little cold, I guess, on the oceans. Florida, I ain't gonna hold you. Florida got a cold front. My nigga not at the beach, he not surfing. He was like, I come to work. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Shinsuke with the cool ass skate ass schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another big thing that happened on SmackDown that I guess we need to talk about that doesn't lead into Raw, so we can speak about. Street Profits Montez Ford had a match with Tommaso Ciampa. That match got interfered with by who interfered with that match? Who interfered with that match? Just to further along that storyline, if that damn, I'm drawing a blank. It was an interference in a match. Angelo Dawkins came, attacked Tommaso Ciampa. Johnny Gargano came, pulled Angelo Dawkins off. Somehow, Murder Machine Guns came in. Tommaso Ciampa left the ring and said, "It's either me or you." I'm trying to figure out how that whole launch point started, but I do know Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano are on the ropes and on the outs because they're tired of losing the big one. Okay, I get that.
The Street Profits.
But Street Profits, there's no infighting turmoil between the two.
They're not infighting turmoil, but they're like last week. They were like, "Oh, it was like they said, now or never, like do or die. If we don't win this, then it's over, kind of shit." Then, Tommaso interfered in their match. So I don't know what things are gonna go for this I'm glad we're having a tag team feud between these two because they're all very incredible competitors, you know. So I'm down with it. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, I'll just wait and see what happens. When it comes down to it, from what I'm seeing, Montez just got the victory on Tommaso flat out, and then Tommaso attacked him.
Okay, if that's the case, uh, I dropped a clean, good white towel on the floor, or I dropped some beer. You know I love me a good white sweat towel. You know that I steal from the hotel and stuff like that. Anyway, um, so if that's the case, yes, Tommaso attacked then Montez after a few, and that probably led to Angelo coming down to save him. And because I'm trying to figure, I'm like, yo, what heel tag team interfered in this? I'm like, it wasn't pretty deadly because I didn't see them at the end of the match or anything like that. So it might have just been Tommaso Ciampa getting the loss, upset about the loss, and then that start. But realistically, I'm gonna be honest. Tommaso Ciampa having an issue with Johnny Gargano being friends with the guys that came in and took their spot, I kind of get it, right? I do get it. Something else I get also, I get Kevin Owens promo with Cody Rhodes. I mean, we speak about it all the time. Twitter talks about it all the time. You know, it's not the contrarian. It's not the. I don't think there's too many people on this side of the argument that are contrarians. People really believe what it is.
What?
Kevin Owens has a gripe. He has a real gripe.
Yeah.
If you my mans, if I hold you up on my shoulders to congratulate you on you succeeding in your story, you my mans. What part of the game is you tagging up with that dude? You feel me? Like and
Especially
Cody
when he tried to end his career. That's what drove it home. He's like, this guy tried to end my career for 4 years, and he couldn't do it, and he never will do it. I was like, that's the Kevin Owens I like to hear because it's facts. The dude's
but
trying to end
Cody
his
told me I
career.
did it because it's the right thing. Like, what type of baby face shit is we talking about? What right thing, my nigga? Right thing is for you to be like, that's family drama. I don't fuck with family. If he was black, like everybody claimed that Cody Rhodes was black, you don't fuck with black people family drama, my nigga. Black people family drama is their own fucking family drama. You do your part and listen to him when a motherfucker call your phone and be like, let me tell you what this motherfucker. But you don't tag in and be like, I'm gonna squabble up with you. Nah, my nigga. When cousins fight and you the outside friend looking in, what the fuck you mean you about to pick up another nigga tab, bro? You not in this family. You not in this family feud for all pun intended, my nigga. So for you to sit here and say enough, Kevin, you want to blame everybody for the yeah? I'm blaming you, nigga. I'm blaming you for how I feel. Like
Well,
real,
if you look at
real
it
shit.
from Cody's standpoint too, and I hear you, and I love Kevin Owens, so I'm on his side. I've argued his side of things for months now here on the pod. But if you're looking at it from Cody's side of things, I see it as he took you out, he took Randy Orton out, and I was trying to get back at Solo, and I was supposed, and then Roman Reigns, um, helped me at the end of it was a Basham, no SummerSlam. At the end of SummerSlam, he helped him retain, and then he got jumped again later on. So it's like, he still had a gripe with these guys. It's not like they just, went about and just moved on from Cody. They still, were attacking Cody and shit. So I see where Cody's coming from. All right, boom. You need this partner? I'll fight you. I'll fight with you because they've been jumping me and my guys for the past couple of months while Roman's been gone. But that's why I like the story. Is like you can look at it from two angles, and Kevin Owens not wrong. He's not wrong. For his but he
That's
might
why.
be going about it to an extreme, like a little
But
bit
this
too
is
far.
why. But this is what I'm trying to say. Kevin Owens might not be wrong, but Cody is, bro.
For what?
Cody, listen, wait it. You just said Kevin Owens may not be wrong. Well, clearly he's not wrong about Cody being wrong about picking up another nigga fight that you ain't have nothing to deal with. If your whole premise is Listen, no lie. Sammy got something coming for his ass too. Oh God. Bitch nigga. I tried to draw you away from this family, dude. You said fuck me because of all the shit I did in the past. And Kale was like, cool, granted, got you. We didn't thought about that. I'm trying to tell you what this looked like from a person that do it. I'm a manipulator. I'm gonna fucking take advantage of who I'm gonna take advantage of, and I'm gonna fucking throw niggas under the bus whenever I got the fucking good arm to do so. Kevin tried to save Sammy. Sammy didn't want to see it. Sammy got hurt. Who was there for him in the end? KO. Them niggas won tag team titles. Boom, boom, boom. On it went. Why did Sammy and KO break up? Because KO and Sammy, KO kept telling Sammy, leave that shit alone. We won the tag titles. We won at WrestleMania. We did our thing. We are fucking golden. Stay out of family business. So it ain't like KO don't have fucking premise for how he feel. Cause he just lost his very best mans to this shit.
Yeah.
So for him to have Randy and Cody on his side during that fight, and for Cody, why Cody ain't stand 10 toes like Seth Rollins? Seth on the other end standing, and we just talked about it. You say, yo, I like that. I like a nigga that stand like that because that fucking means something.
It means something, yeah.
It means, guess what? Seth is on the right side. So when you say Kevin Owens is not wrong, you going about it the wrong way.
I wouldn't say right. I would say
what's
that
the
he
right way
definitely
about
on.
it, bro. For nigga
I wouldn't say right or wrong. I say that Seth has he stands on he stands on something. He has a moral compass, and that's where his lies. Whereas Cody's doesn't lie there. Cody has a moral compass where he's like, hey, although he's not bad, he's like he did the same thing with Jey Uso. So there's precedence where he got Jey Uso to come to Raw, and he's like, even though he's done some bad things, guys, let's give him a chance. And then they won the tag team titles together. So he's a guy who sees a person who's done wrong things and says, you know what, they're not beyond reproach, they're not beyond redemption, where other people may not look at it that way, So when you have Roman Reigns getting jumped by, the Bloodline 2.0, he's like, he knows how that feels, and he's like, nah, I'll stand by you because this is wrong. Even though you may deserve it, I'm going to stand by you. So I see I can't say he's wrong in that. There are people in this world that will try to rehabilitate people who. That's why we have a rehabilitation system for people who have done bad things. There is something to that. Not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, all the time. However,
I hear you. I hear you. I'll let you land. I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, however, with KO's philosophy on, it's fuck that nigga, but now it's plural, and now it's everybody, including Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton's. It used to be just fuck Roman Reigns, but now it's plural. You squabble it up, He's ready to rumble, but that's what makes a good story is that both characters have legitimate stances that can be argued either way. Now, the history with KO is not the same history that it is with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes actually defeated Roman Reigns, and he did something that Kevin Owens couldn't do. And Kevin Owens was, in a place where he's continually been fighting uphill battle with them, and kind of still is. So I can see the rage from Kevin Owens and Cody being like, "Nah, it's okay, chill." While he holds the championship himself, because he's overcome that bloodline drama, so to speak.
Mind you, he overcame it with the help of Kevin Owens, bro. It
Well, the
wasn't
first
like
time
Cody was my.
he tried to help him, but he didn't win it with Kevin Owens. The second time, it wasn't Kevin Owens' help. It was, you know, it was Seth Rollins' help, really. Seth Rollins, Undertaker, that type of
Uh,
shit.
I mean, you can. I guess you can.
Jay Uso, yeah.
I guess realistically, you can say that, and so, but that would be, and so now here you go, right? So you are speaking. If you were not saying it's your Cody, but bro, you diminishing the work I done put in. You're like, well, nigga, I ain't win the title with you helping me. You see
I
what I'm
was just,
saying? You see
no,
what I'm
I was just,
saying?
I
Bro,
was
that
just,
would have raged. That would have raged me, bro. That would fucking let that
no,
would
but
lit
more,
a
but
fire to me,
yeah,
bro.
he didn't. But at the end of the day, he did come out to congratulate him when he did. That's what matters, because he was there the year before. When he tried to help him when it ended, it didn't work. Just not diminishing it, but it's just telling you what happened. That's all. Just recanting the history. Not that it's any, worse that you weren't there when he actually won it. No, he tried to do the right thing and end the bloodline a year ago, a year and a half ago. Now, they finally were able to accomplish it this year. Um, um, and now we have this new formation of the bloodline, and they try to continue the reign of terror. So when they're trying to continue the reign of terror, isn't it on the champion to defend the locker room and try to by any means necessary end it, or should he just let Roman Reigns, to get what's coming to them? And I think that's what most people wanted. And Cody has bit much too much honor sometimes. He's the same guy who was about to give away his WrestleMania, match to The Rock, where he's too nice sometimes, too politically correct, and I think that's him, just like KO is, like I said, unhinged, and he's ready to, hurt somebody, for what he believes in. So I love the premise of this story and how they gradually told it over time. I'm looking forward to the match too.
Yeah, I think it's been announced that they're going to be an Saturday main event, a Saturday night main event. That's going to be Madison Square
Okay.
Garden, I believe. And again, Cody, you know, for all that it is within him, is hey, bro. They say it's some pretty big shoes to fill, and Cody's putting on motherfucking 4, 5, 6 pairs of socks to stuff his boots in those motherfucking stuff his foot in them boots. American Dream is and was and forever will be a legend. Cody taking on the mantle and doing everything that his dad could not do, which is be the man in Vince's company, hold the title in Vince's company, go from city, from pillar to post, from continent to continent, from country to country, and be beloved and have people singing it. And then to top it all off to be in Madison Square Garden with the title. Shout out to Cody Rhodes for walking and for walking the talk and doing exactly what he said he was going to do in his father's honor, because that's some trill ass shit right there. I can tell you that.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Shout out to Cody. We'll see where
Um,
this view goes. The whole thing with Randy Orton, him getting apologized and being put out. I don't know. I kind of felt it was a little bit overkill for KO, but we'll see where it
well,
leads.
I think it's overkill. So to my point, or well, not to my point, but to I've been on this, not in the loop, but listen to some Cornette, and legitimately, I believe that we're desensitized to Tombstone, Power Driver, the Power Driver itself, Canadian Destroyers, and everything like that. That it's supposed to be a move. Like, I know we talk about the DDT. I know we talk about Protect the Sun, but a Power Driver is supposed to be how Randy sells it. And when you do a Canadian Destroyer, that's supposed to stand the nigga up and do the whole like. But we're desensitized to it. It's almost like if we see a video on our phone and say something happened to You know what I mean? On the street, we were like, "Ah, scroll." You feel me? Like, unfortunately, but to the point of what it is, that is supposed to be a move that garners that type of attention because in real life, in order for you to perform in some of these states and cities to get commission and stuff like that, that move was legitimately banned with the sporting committee. So wrestlers
Make
in
a good
WWE
point.
used to ride that kayfabe situation out, and that was the storyline with the power driver. So I
No,
think they did well with it.
the power driver was a finisher. Like you drive somebody on their head. This is literally has ended careers in real life. And we all know about what happened with Stone Cold Steve Austin with the power driver he took from Owen Hart, and how he almost got paralyzed from that. Draws. We all know what happened with him and D'Lo Brown. But nowadays, and we haven't seen in WWE in a long time. The last one we saw was CM Punk hitting John Cena
And they
on.
did, and they did it the same. They reacted the same way. If you go back and hear that call, I think Cole was on the call, if I'm not mistaken. God, that move hasn't been used in, huh? And
So
Cena showed it, and they worked the rest of the match because Cena had the neck stuff too. So they
yeah,
used it in conjunction with the opponent that they used it for.
but let's be real though. This overselling of the pile driver, it's warranted because it should be protected. Honestly, it should be, but it hasn't been for years. So this selling of this banned move,
Not in
I believe.
WWE.
Look, I'm getting to that. Just telling you that's my point. It's like this is for the casual fan. Like the way they're selling this for people who watch wrestling. We can see one on AEW tomorrow, or TNA or whatever, or New Japan. They do it all the time. So we are desensitized to it. I don't see it being reversed for the wrestling fan who's in the know, you know. But for WWE, them selling it that way and telling their own story, I appreciate the attention to detail of their craft and warranting it. But I think the overkill was, did this story warrant that moment? Because I could get there if like Cody, if KO did it to Cody, and Cody was out until Saturday Night main event, like that's because he's the one who he has the beef with,
No, it
you
don't
know.
matter because that's what I'm trying to say. In conjunction to who it was used with, Randy has had power driver, right? Neck, back, shoulder, all of that. Randy has had all those injuries, right?
Yeah.
He just came out from what was it, 18 months, something like that,
Spinal fusion, yeah.
from spinal fusion. What compresses the spine? A power driver, right? What compresses the spine? Your neck, get. So the way that they're using it, who they're using it for, um, the way that they pitch Kevin Owens as being unpredictable and dangerous. Yeah, man, we're suspending disbelief and everything like that. Realistically, nobody's going to the job to hurt anybody. Like
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
so
Yeah.
let's do that. But they were pitching Randy. Hey, man, we really don't got control over this nigga like we thought we did. You don't want to
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
him. He's dangerous. Randy's like, Trips, give it to me. You a performer. Give it to me. Hey, that happens. I was just reminded of Roy Jones Jr. fight with Antonio Tarver the second time. And Tarver in the fucking pre-fight, like in the ring, right, when they touch gloves, that they say, "Is there anything like to say?" And Tarver said, "I just want to know, do we got any excuse tonight, Roy? Do we got any excuse tonight, Roy?" And the ref was like, "All right, man, hey, that ain't what I came." And Tarver proceeded to knock that nigga out. And I'll bring that point to say this, Randy, Do we have any excuse of why this nigga laid you out? Yes, because we told you not to fuck with that boy. Now this goes back to Cody. It's another ticker to Cody. People get hurt because of Cody because Cody is too noble. If Cody knows how to leave situations alone and leave things alone, people won't get hurt because of Cody.
Okay.
So, to the add on to different levels of this, Randy will not. This adds on to when Randy comes back and be like, "Yo, I got fucked up because of you, nigga."
It's happened. His whole return back. It's been going on since Seth
But
Rollins
that's what
got.
I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So when you asking, do this need to happen to Randy? Yes, because the money feud that we've been calling since when Randy got picked. I mean, since Cody got picked up on with the title, was Randy and Cody, right? We've been calling Randy. Now, if Cody and Randy are friends, what is really going to drive the wedge? Again, we're not talking about the Penguin, my nigga, but we talking about the Penguin right now. Episodes like 4 through 7, my nigga. That nigga was waggling his way, nigga, through Sophia and goddamn Sal. Through Sophia and Sal. And at the end of the day, they end up being friends because it's a common enemy with one. That I believe is gonna happen because niggas gonna be like, yo, I got fucked up because of him. I got fucked up because of him. Yo, fuck this nigga up, bro. yo, and I think it's gonna be Curtis when fucking Randy come back and realize I got put out because of you, nigga. Put out because of fucking you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do believe that the power. I feel you like you like it's. You feel like because the dramatization of what they're talking about
Yeah.
feels like it's overdrawn. But I think for them to prove the point, we might not see Randy until Rumble, right? If that's the case, Randy done missed another 2 months. Now you can tack on and it can in a storyline, Randy can be like, in the past 2 years, I have missed 20 months. That's legit. He would have been out 20 months out of 24 months. That can add on to the story. Be like, I need this title. I want this title before it's the end of my road. I gotta win. Randy can have all types of motivations now when he comes.
Yeah, 100%. And we need heel Randy, like not only for Cody but for John Cena. Like I want to see you heel Randy back and back. Bring the punt back and everything. But
Cody definitely getting that first punt. Kevin might skip the punt, bro. Kevin might have power drive this nigga. And listen, what Randy Orton did to Husky Harris to bring out Bray Wyatt, I think Kevin Owens might do that to Randy Orton. When Randy punted the shit out of Husky Harris, nigga, and took his ass back to FCW and came, well,
so
I
was
think
the
we're gonna
pile
get.
driver a wake up call for Randy Orton?
Yeah, he gonna
I
come
think
at
that's the
skin ball
question.
head and everything. I want Randy to come back with the
Right
Marine.
now, I'm glitching up, right?
A little bit, yeah. You're a little slow.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, man. I think everything comes full circle. I think Randy is responsible. Randy's responsible for Bray Wyatt, right? If anybody knows the origin stories of Bray Wyatt, it was Husky Harris in the Nexus. He got punted out, and then when he got punted out, he recycled, came back down to NXT as Bray Wyatt, and so Randy won't kind of recycle into anybody else but Randy Orton. But I think the power driver will make him heel, right? It's
Let's wake up call.
yeah, it's Sophia Gigante in Arkham. Like that bitch was innocent until you made that hoe crazy. And now you done made that motherfucker crazy. You can't do that with that hoe. That hoe crazy.
I mean, you dropped the dude on his head, so must knock some screws loose.
Yo, and they made that, they gave that bitch a false trial, nigga. She's like, I did my 6 months.
Now we thought about it. No, that's not funny though. That's one of the saddest episodes.
It's not funny, bro. Cause that bitch, yo, when that nigga said, when he said, that bitch was like, oh, it's over with this bitch, man. Yo.
Just put me back in the padding room. I'm good.
Yo, just you know what? Let me go ahead and just. Oh man! Shout out to Maypie. She was the one who got the magpie. She got ragged out. Anyway, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen to Cody. Cody gonna beat Magpie. We're still friends, don't we? We're still friends. We can be friends, don't we? And that nigga gonna beat his Magpie.
No, when you think about it, like at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins was a sacrificial lamb for Cody, helping him achieve his story. You know. Then when you fast forward, Solo takes out KO. Solo takes out Randy Orton again, and then now KO takes out Randy Orton, all because they're helping out Cody Rhodes. You know, I can see somebody saying, what is it? What's in it for me?"
Just like KO said, nigga, like for you to be the golden boy, for you to be on the games, for you to be touted on ESPN Game Day, for you to be on the pivot, my nigga, for you to be on motherfucking Kai Cenat show. I don't even know if he was on that motherfucker, but he everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He everywhere. Only for Cody to be every fucking where, my nigga, for you to finish your fucking story, nigga. And we getting, I got run over by a golf cart. Nigga threw me off the goddamn Titantron during the pandemic, nigga. You were still in AEW, bitch. Like, you don't even know what I've been going through. Nigga, you were trying to get Ricky Starks off the ground while I was over here getting my ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Niggas was throwing your belt back in the ring, nigga, while I was over here fighting this nigga at the Royal Rumble and shit. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So he comes in, he's a bit, naive, he's new, but he has, and I think that's what creates good dynamics in storytelling. When you have characters who have reasons, but they have reasons that you can genuinely see from both angles. There's a box that I draw when I'm writing stories, and it's 4 characters in each box, but all characters juxtapose each other on an issue. Where you can say somebody, if you kill, if there's a guy like in Batman believes that, hey, I'm gonna have my own justice on these criminals, whereas Commissioner Gordon is like, no, we go by the law and do this. So they're in opposition. They're both good guys, but they're in opposition still, And then you got Two-Face, who's like, we're gonna kill these motherfuckers, and that's still in opposition of all 3 of them. And then you have the Joker, who's like, just like fucking kill everybody and restart the whole thing. So they're all in opposition. That makes for a really good story, because not one of them fully agree with the other one. So it's a great to see the layers, and that's why I like Cody being this golden boy, because we need that. We need somebody to be the higher moral figure, because we've been in the era of wrestling where everything has been, you got to be bad to be good, and John Cena was a heel because he was good almost at sometimes,
But what's crazy? We called Cody Homelander for so long. What was the story of Homelander? It was a front. I think that's what makes this story even better.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking front. I don't think Cody wants to be good. I think Cody wants to be. He likes to take a swig, He likes to say a couple cuss
words. Damn, man. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Rest in peace,
Cody,
Bray, man. Rest in peace, Bray. Because I feel like Bray and Cody could have had a really good story because Bray unravels those. You know, he exposes people. You know, he exposes you for who you really are. You know, underneath everything. But Cody, yeah, I think that is a front, and I think when we do find out, there's gonna be a big shift for the show and him as a whole, and the industry. If you really think about it, I think Cody as a heel can do big things. But I think that's not gonna happen for a little while, maybe 2 years or something like that.
yeah, it's gonna be a while, but I think I do feel like that as we were talking, we brought up and spoke about the dynamic of duality in storytelling and the juxtaposition of it. And that leads into the main event of SmackDown, right? Um
Mm.
it's Monday, well Tuesday now, it's midnight. It's technically Tuesday. Everybody knows, everybody's seen, but for those who do not know. Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, Mr. Yeet, and Sami Zayn were down a member. War Games is 5 against 5. We found out 2 SmackDowns ago that Bronson Reed was a part of the new bloodline. For answers that have not been answered, right? The title is more questions than answered. We still don't know why the fuck he joined, but I think because he's like, hey, they look like me, I fuck with it. But realistically, I think, if we being real about it, Bronson Reed has been on this I want to be famous tour for a little bit, right? So I think this kind of bleeds into it. Roman, we talked about it, called the wise man's phone. It was disconnected. So we were led to believe that the wise man had disassociated himself with Roman Reigns. Until that last Friday night, when we heard the ladies and gentlemen, and the crowd went fucking ape shit. And he goes on about 2 minutes or something like that, and it was like, War Games will be 5 versus 5, and then he shook his little fucking underbelly of his fucking neck, and he did his head like that, and he pointed to that, and like a mouse, this motherfucker CM Punk comes out, taping his motherfucking fist, and the 5th member of OG Bloodline is CM fucking Punk. Last we saw him was okay. Last we saw him was the Monday after a brutal fucking uh uh um Hell in a Cell match. What right? They had Hell in
Yeah,
a
Hell in
Cell.
a Cell match. Yeah,
They had a brutal because I'm thinking like them niggas had
match of the year.
they had the strap match. They had the goddamn match with Seth Rollins. Like, so that's the feud of the year, to be honest. CM Punk
Yeah,
holding up the feud of the year.
yeah.
So last we saw him was CM Punk licking his wounds after Hell in a Cell and telling everybody, including Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins to his face said, "Get back, buddy, because I want to end your shit." But he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be out a minute." I don't think it's been that long.
It hasn't. Yeah,
It
it
has.
seems to me like Paul Heyman called in a favor, and being that they're so close, going back to the Hall of Fame, you can see that They have a really close bond. He was there for his, I think, daughter's bat
Yeah,
mitzvah and
but
all that
Roman
stuff.
gave the speech.
Roman gave the speech, yeah, but CM Punk was mentioned in his speech, remember? And he was saying that how close they were, and CM Punk showed up to his daughter's bat mitzvah and all that stuff. And clearly they have a close bond as well. So it seems like when Roman was down and out, and Paul Heyman must have got wind of it, he called in a favor to his first one of his original Paul Heyman guys, CM Punk.
See,
And
this is where I want to talk to you about. I don't think this is done on the behalf of Roman Reigns.
I think it's on behalf of Paul Heyman.
This is done on the behalf of Paul Heyman, but Paul Heyman did not do this for Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman did this for Paul Heyman. Right? So when we were talking about the Penguin and making the connect of Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes and how there's different motivations, everything like that. Paul Heyman, hey man, I remember it was some time after WrestleMania where there was no Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman was being goddamn threatened, frightened. I think he took the spike as well, right? Right? They got put through a table. Roman wasn't back for that. Roman came back for what? Roman's motivation for coming back was what? It wasn't because Jimmy got put out of order. It wasn't because Paul Heyman got put out of order. Roman came back for Roman. And we talked about it last week where we say Roman has not atoned, not apologized. He has not done anything different. And essentially, when we looking at Solo Sikoa, Paul wants Solo gone. We were talking about how Sal and Sophia look at fucking Oz was like, this motherfucker got to go. Right? Paul finally, he didn't have no back. He didn't have, Roman wasn't there. Sammy wasn't there. It was pretty much, even when Paul saw Jay in Saudi, almost close to 6 months back, he was looking like, save me. When CM Punk came to SmackDown, Paul said, take me with you. There have been motherfucking seeds laid down that Paul ain't have nobody to legitimately have his back or to pick up the pieces when Paul needed the pieces to be picked up. And who better than do it than the guy who came back and said his first night on the mic, I'm the original Paul Heyman guy.
So, in your frame of mind, Roman came back from Roman, which I agree with, and then Paul Heyman calls CM Punk to help the OG Bloodline because of himself.
To eliminate Solo. Solo has to be eliminated. Solo.
Okay.
Right?
So do you think there's still beef between the Wise Man and the Tribal Chief?
I've seen Twitter videos of Paul hugging the Usos, walking out with Punk, and not acknowledging his tribal chief.
That's good right there. I didn't put that together. Yeah, I didn't put that together. And Roman didn't really react. He no sold the whole thing, So he's kind of was, So that's the reason why I have a problem with Roman, man. He gotta eventually be vulnerable. That's what I need. I'm not vulnerable as oh, he lost. No, vulnerable as in he acknowledges, hey man, let me treat these people better. That I love and care about.
Well,
let me treat Paul Heyman better. I wasn't there for him. Let me apologize for not being there for him. These things matter.
Well, I want to speak up for Roman and just listen. I was Don the guy. Okay? Nobody wanted me to be the guy, including CM Punk. Remember CM Punk spoke about the Shield? It was Seth and Dean and who, like Chris Masters or some shit like that. It was somebody else. Like, who gives a fuck, right? Like, come on. You think them niggas was debuting at Survivor Series with Cash Ono, nigga? Fuck out of here. Okay? So what I'm saying is, even during the lawsuit, the Colt Cabana interview, you gotta be, let's be real, bro. Roman has been fighting the uphill battle to being the guy. So let's just put that in the box. Boom. Okay.
No,
boom.
I remember Roman said that, he made it a lot harder for him to be the guy at one point on an interview. Yeah,
Okay.
because of things that he said.
Boom.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Now, why did Paul Heyman attach himself to Roman Reigns in the first place?
To take him to the island of relevancy.
No. Paul Heyman is out. We talk about it. We just hold on. We just said Paul Heyman did this. Paul Heyman ain't do this so I can take fucking the son of Sika to the motherfucker. Paul attached himself to Roman Reigns because what has Paul Heyman been attached to previously to Roman Reigns for the past 15 years? Top fucking guys. CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. We talking about we not just talking about top guys. We talking about the company revolves around this fucking guy, and because the company revolves around this fucking guy, this company ultimately revolves around me, right? So Paul not finna weasel his way out of that fucking observation from me. Okay, so what I'm saying
a lot of people will say that.
So what I'm saying at the end of the day, from Roman's perspective, when you said no, so hey man, I'm looking at this ring, and the only person who made themselves the made man is CM Punk, right? Nobody else is a made man without a motherfucker making them in this ring. From goddamn Jay, Mr. Yeet Master, let me put my motherfucking glasses on with the icy. From Jay, main event Jay Uso. Who gave him the motherfucking name? Okay, Jimmy. Who helped differentiate you from your motherfucking brother? Solo. Niggas didn't even know it was a third brother around this motherfucker. They thought it was twins, nigga. And I brought you along as the enforcer in Cardiff. Now, this allows Solo to bring in Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu. Roman essentially is Prism, it's perspective. Everybody's fucking responsible because of me around this motherfucker. I'm not trying to be like facetious, but like if you talking about a narcissist, right? When we talking about Roman Roman looking like you fucking shit, nigga. What you talking about? I like so when we talk about how long it's taking him to apologize, how long it's taking him to take the rose-colored glasses off, how long it's taking him from the atone and take accountability for the things that he needs to take. First and foremost, Seth, what the fuck you mad for, bitch? You was mad because they picked me over you, nigga, and you turned your back on me. If you want to talk about all this, you turned your back on me because Vince saw me as the guy, and Triple H said, hey, man, I got a little ideal over here. And you went over there, nigga, and you was part of the goddamn corporation. So realistically, Roman looking at all these motherfuckers with gripes against him, and they're like, nigga, fuck you.
What about Sammy?
Oh, get nigga. Yo, Mister, hey, I've been hearing things in the locker room, and if you protect me tonight, I can be your squeal. Get out of here, boy. Listen, Kevin Owens literally the only nigga I gotta respect because he fought me head up, nigga. We squabbled for 40 years. Which is why Kevin Owens got a problem with Cody. Nigga.
It's all connected, man. You know what I love about this more than anything, and I think it's understated. They got such a reaction from this video of Paul Heyman returning with CM Punk, and none of these guys are like new. Like they're like they've all been under contract the whole year. We've seen these niggas like this year. It's not like CM Punk like a month ago. It wasn't like, but they created a moment out of it. They really did. Hey, CM Punk, you go home, heal after Hell in a Cell. People are gonna miss you just for 1 month. It's enough for that pop. And then also, Paul Heyman, have Solo take him out and have him be gone for, like these niggas have been under contract for forever. So like it's not like they had to like bring in a guy, a legend, or bring in a independent signee or AEW or return or whatever maybe. No, these guys are under contract, but they did enough creative writing over the course of a couple months to make this moment matter. And I think it's brilliant, man. We've yet to see Roman and CM Punk really interact until this moment, and it was, worth it because they created it and captured it in such a way that I think it's the most viewed video on YouTube. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I would say,
the engagement they got.
But this goes back to not. This encapsulates why you say the power driver is oversold. Nigga, we're doing simple things, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like we're doing simple things and we're doing it correct. Bro, me and you, we talk Madden and football all the time. So Madden and regular football is different. But in Madden, we talk about, just take what I give you. And I'm like, I can't take what's not there. Right? I'm blocking 5, you're blitzing 7, and you manning up my motherfucking fire route. There's really nothing for me to do. So when we're like expecting things to happen, they can't happen. But when you just say, take your time, nigga. Don't send the fucking running back out there, my nigga. Leave him in the block. Therefore, you got motherfucking 6 niggas. The block was 7. Now you only got to worry about 1 free nigga and figure out what that is. Where's your hot rod? Right? When you just really simplify the game, you be like, all right, I could have took the check down. I could have took the hook. I could have took the motherfucking I could have whatever the case may be.
There's always something better than a complete nuclear. We'll talk about nuclear in a moment with AEW, but there's always something better than just saying.
Well, I would say this,
throw everything on the wall.
But this goes back to this, right? I can always hit you with something so simplistic where I'm just running a streak with my tight end. You like, he not finna have time to hit it, so you don't man him. Computer don't take him. I just gotta quit. Boom. Simplistic. It's simple. I made the audible for the route.
Backyard football, go long, and it worked somehow.
But this is what I'm saying. This goes back to backyard football where it's like, what can get us the cheapest pop? Easiest pop, simplistic pop. It's Brock or CM Punk.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about connecting it like just simple. It's Brock or CM Punk. Hey, Brock is too hot. He ain't coming back. CM Punk, easy call. Hey, how does CM Punk fit in with the bloodline? Easy. He's a Paul Heyman guy. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? Like It don't matter. He's a Paul Heyman. It don't matter.
More than anything, we're now interested to see, how is the interaction going to take place with CM Punk and this group now? And that's what makes this so interesting for Survivor Series, because there's so many layers to this. Like, I'm not sure if you saw Sami Zayn a couple of weeks throw a cell phone on the couch, and I'm not sure what that was meant to be on TV or not. I'm not sure if that was but it seems like everything matters. It seems like every little detail they've constructed intentionally. So maybe there is something to that. Maybe Sami Zayn, because Roman hasn't officially apologized, Maybe he isn't all in. Mind you, they asked him straight up, "Hey, did you kick Roman on purpose?" At Crown Jewel, and the nigga didn't answer that. He's like, "Oh, he's changed subject or some shit." He still hasn't answered if he did it on purpose or not. You know, so like we don't know if Sammy's even on the same side of these guys. He came out and you put the ones up and all that, but there's still tension there. There's CM Punk and Roman Reigns tension. CM Punk is Seth Rollins going to feel some type of way that CM Punk took a spot that he rejected. I don't know. So there's so many things that could happen come Survivor Series. I just hope that coming. I think when we talk about more questions and answers, on one hand, in WWE the questions are good. Like you want them to be questions because we're in a place of let's find out. Let's keep watching. It's different when there's questions and answers, and you're like, yeah, it's kind of convoluted. I don't want to exhaust my brain power to figure it out. This is more like I want to follow this story to see where they take it because it can go a million different ways, and that's what you want from good storytelling. Is that you think it's over? No, we're gonna keep going with it. And guess what? We're adding this little piece right here. CM Punk, boop, and now we have a complete different like universes that we can go down, different pathways that we can choose. So I'm extremely excited for Survivor Series after this move. I think it was genius. I was hoping that CM Punk or Brock would come up because if it ended up being Seth, I would have been disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been, oh really? After all that, but I think even them doing that makes me appreciate Seth Rollins more for being like no, and that gives me more excitement for when Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns meet up next. Like all that lays down the foundation for when now Seth and Roman Reigns have to interact inevitably in the future, if they have a match or whether they have a promo or whatever. So it all plays a factor into how the world is built, just like we're talking about Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Now, when they meet up again, what is that interaction going to be like after all this shit that happened? It's because the world is now built around and set the stage for these characters to have tension in the future. And I love it.
Yeah, man. I completely agree with you on that, bro.
Another
But
thing,
go
I'm
ahead.
not sure, my bad, but Jay Cargill, not sure what her injury is, and really, but she was attacked, thrown off of a, docking
A loading dock, yeah.
loading dock into a car on SmackDown, and it's a mystery. We don't know who did it. Another more questions and answers that I love, that I appreciate. They took her injury and made something out of it. So now when she returns, there's gonna be a huge pot. There's a mystery to it. Now there's more questions of who did it. And the women's division on SmackDown, we're gonna be playing this Guess Who game now. Gives the fans, the viewers, something to tune in for week after week to see if there's a little bit of clue they can figure out along the way, while we're also watching the little bit of trickle down going on with Cody and Kevin Owens, or while we're watching what's going on with the Bloodline and what's going on with Roman and Solo. Like all this stuff on SmackDown has just been hitting all on all cylinders. So you're sitting there watching the show and you're rewarded for sitting there and checking it out. So I'm really loving where SmackDown's at, and I think that I don't know who's going to be the fifth man or fifth woman for the women's War Games match, but I
Well,
think
we
it's going
got
to
an
be Bayley.
idea. We got an idea after tonight. Um,
Yeah,
as we said, we were some things that things that happened on SmackDown I carried over to Raw tonight, and I think this is one of the biggest thing, if not the biggest thing, because the women's War Game match to me is not just the bloodline; it has different several layers within it. As the team is one team is Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, and God damn it. Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez. Okay. So Tiffany Stratton is the Money in the Bank holder. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan are essentially Shawn Michaels and Diesel. Liv Morgan just defeated Nia Jax at Crown Jewel to be the first ever Crown Jewel Women's Champion, and Candice LeRae is just there to take some hellacious bumps. Um, on the other side, we have Naomi. It was supposed to be Naomi, the returning Rhea Ripley, and we had Io Sky, who was challenging Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship on Raw, and the Tag Team Champions of Bianca and Jade. There has been tension within the SmackDown Women's division between Naomi keeping the peace with her best friend Bailey and her big three mates of Jade and Bianca. Uh, Bailey has showed her good faith gesture tonight by helping Bianca win the advantage match against Nia tonight. Bianca gave her the nod, smile, kind of like, okay, bitch. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I think Bailey will be attached to this match. I don't know who did it.
I
If
would love for them to
if
frame
Bianca did
Bailey.
it, it'd be crazy.
Bianca was in the ring apparently.
Bianca was in the ring. That's true. Bianca was in the ring.
But
That's
it's a great
true.
it's a great
That's
alibi
true.
though.
Yo, she the penguin.
No, but if Bailey is framed, I think that would be a good story. Bailey trying to prove that she's innocent, you know. Like if they show like backstage footage of Bailey and her having a conversation, it's a little bit contentious, and then they walk away, and the footage goes out, and it's like, oh wait, did you have something to do with that? And
So
she's like,
who
well,
really did it? Piper and Chelsea to win the tag team titles?
no, no, I don't know who did it. I'll be honest with you. It has to be good though. But I think they should frame Bailey. And what if it ends up being Naomi?
That's crazy.
That would be nuts. That would be crazy, right?
But
I,
why? What will be her
I don't
motivation?
know. I don't know. But that would be a crazy shock. I'm just throwing
Ah,
something out. I'm throwing something out that'll be shocking. Because if
okay.
it ends up just being Bailey or Piper or Chelsea, it's like, oh God, who cares? You know, like,
No,
I
I
want
ain't
I
gonna
want
hold
you
you.
guys.
I care if it's Chelsea and Piper though. Because what if those tag team titles end up being vacant and they become tag team
Well,
champions?
Chelsea was in the ring with Bianca, so maybe it could have been Piper. Who knows? Chelsea was in the ring with Bianca. Chelsea ended up moving on to the Women's United States Championship tournament due to this incident because Bianca left the ring to go check on her partner. Um, also shout out to Blair Davenport. I think she doesn't get enough credit. She's a really good wrestler. Like she did some really good cool shit in that match. She doesn't get enough time on TV. I thought she was with the sisters of I forget the name of the sisters of Agony, yeah,
Oh, the
but I
No
think
No Sisters of the All Holy Alliance.
Unholy Alliance. I thought she was with them for a while, but then they just like dropped that stable. Um, I don't know why.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna be honest. You can't have a group of goth white bitches just running around. You know what I'm saying?
Why
three's a
not?
three's a crowd. You know what I'm saying? That might be gang related or some shit. Them bitches might have a
Nah, that's a
Ouija
coven.
board or some shit in the back.
That's exactly. That's what we call it. That's what we call a coven. A coven. That's exactly a bunch of witches. Um, that's yeah, I would like to see that. But I thought she did well on that triple threat. But Chelsea Green, man, she might actually pull it out. She might actually pull it off. Become the first ever Women's United States champion. Um, but other than that, man, like I don't know who it is, but I think it leaves room for a lot of questions, and that's what we want out of the show. Give me 1 second. I'll be right there.
All right, so I think we can kind of shift our gears to full gears, no pun intended, as I roll the second joint for the show. Um, Okay. Full disclosure. Oh shit, I got this big ass split screen here. All right, full disclosure, man. I did not watch live. I didn't really necessarily have. I'm not going to sit here and be like I have better things to do or anything like that. I just didn't watch live. You know, I think I had the kids or some shit for sure. I probably had the kids. So I did go back and watch the past 2 days, yesterday and today. I will say for Full Gear, Chidi had asked me, was there anything that I was excited for the show? And I said no, and this show proved me correct. Now, I'm not here to sit here and shit on the show. This is not what I'm here to do. It's too late in the night for me to be doing all that technically. I'm really trying to go to sleep, to be honest. But really, what I am going to say is that this show, when we got the title to, when we have the title of our show here, it says more questions than answers. I have more questions than answers after Full Year. And realistically, um, that show did not fulfill a lot of things for me. I just saw Snoop on Kai Sinat roll a blunt in like 19 seconds. I'm not trying to really compete, but I just want to let y'all know I do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Um, but realistically, what I am trying to say here is that that show of Full Gear did not really do anything for me in the grand scheme of understanding the direction or having faith of me giving them the benefit of the doubt of their direction. So like
Okay.
yeah, so like I said, like you had asked me, you was like, was I excited for? Remember we had talked about it. He was like, so you're not excited about none of the matches? And I'm like, yeah, kind of not really. And the show kind of proved itself for me for it to be true. Nothing really kind of set me ablaze. Nothing really.
Feel
Um,
sad. I feel sad when I talk about AEW, man. Like, I only because like I saw the show and there's some good matches, and that's what I meant. That's why I asked you. It's not like I'll ask you because I'm like, oh, what gets you excited for the show or what gets you set you ablaze. It's more like face value. Looking at the card on paper, do you want to see any of these matches? Um, Swerve and Bobby Lashley had a really good match. Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay had a really good match. Orange Cassidy and John Moxley, they have chemistry. They do. And I enjoyed their match. Until the interference, honestly.
so I wanna pause on one thing. So let's do it one by or well we won't have to spend too much time if we don't have to.
Mhm.
Hey, put your camera down one time. Let people see the hoodies and everything like this.
Okay.
We did our MVP interview during the pandemic at we did our MVP interview during the pandemic at Eddie Kingston's house. It was Eddie Kingston, low key, and MVP all at the crib, and we was there. We pulled up and we did the interview, and that is where we got the gems from MVP as far as talking about the idea of the beatdown click, uh, the preludes to the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business was not even a thing as of yet. I don't believe, right? Was it? I don't believe so. Or
No.
the beginnings of it was for what was. So the reason why I brought up this is because we wore these hoodies during that interview, and we shot out West Side and everything like that. And fast forward to everything West Side is doing, the entrance music for West Side, and Smoke Dizza is doing the entrance music for the Hurt Syndicate. So
Yeah.
like, it's just like we got our hands in a lot of things that's just
Are
real.
we the anchor beings of
Hey
of
man,
professional?
Hey man, I ain't trying to say we the anchor beers that are hurt business, but I'm trying to say if
uh,
we, but I bring this up to say the
when you watch,
travel, the
did you watch
squad,
Deadpool?
huh?
You watched Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Yes, yes, I
All
did.
right,
Yes,
yeah. So
both
you
of
are
them.
the anchor being of of pro wrestling. You ran into Bray, you ran into a lot of people, bro. We had an interview with Matt Riddle. You know, you
I
met
worked,
West
I worked
Side.
with a lot of top guys in AEW, and at
Yeah,
MLW, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think that's what I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to. I think that's what my connection point to MLW. I mean, my connection point to MVP, who is now at AEW, was built through
What's
my
up, my brother?
relationships at MLW.
Yeah.
MJF, Darby Allen, Swerve Strickland. Who else came through the door there? Shit, Brody fucking King. You know what I'm saying? Like they're Tony Schiavone. Like, bro, I like, and I'm trying. I'm not trying to be honest. I'm not trying to be like facetious here. If people see my motherfucking low eyes or smell my weed or motherfuckers see my beard, motherfuckers know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that is the genesis of these people being reestablished and reaffirmed in the wrestling world. Court Bauer did a phenomenal job of getting tremendous eyes and the right eyes on his product because at the end of the day, fucking Bruce Pritchard worked there. I worked with fucking Bruce Pritchard out of a fucking Cleariot. Ain't that what the name of the guy that Claremont? What's the name of the fucking hotel? It's y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like y'all know it. But fuck it, that's what I'm trying to say. AEW's genesis is from the respawn of MLW. And within that, the Hurt Syndicate can be one of the most legitimate things in all of professional wrestling if handled with the right care. And I brought on all that this tangent to say, I don't want them to feel how I feel about them. I may be high, I may be drunk, but I know that I feel how I feel, and it don't feel special. It don't feel special. What I need is Bobby Lashley and John Moxley at World's End. Fuck whatever that we was talking about previously, Chidi. No disrespect to you who said John Moxley's AEW, John Moxley AEW. I don't give a flying fuck. John Moxley AEW can fucking take a piss and shit on the side of the motherfucking road. I need Bobby Lashley to be legitimized as the world heavyweight champion of AEW, and I need it to happen sooner than later. If not,
Okay.
he will
Let
be
me
just
ask you a question.
another cog in the fucking machine.
Let me ask you a question because I'm not opposed to that. Does AEW need a rebuild or a retooling? Do you think that gives them the jolt they need, especially with the storyline they're telling? Because this John Moxley storyline should have a payoff, but I look at it as more of a payoff down the line because it seems to me like a rebuild. That you want to bring in a younger talent, get him over, and put him over on John Moxley. That's how I look at it. You know,
Well, I will say this. John Moxley approaching Darby Allen, how he approached Darby Allen and said, "You're not cut out to be the guy for this," should be a trend. Okay. As Darby Allen tries to pretend to be the guy to take the mantle, he crashes into fucking John Moxley's car. He's doing the thing, smashing with the and I know I'm speeding up. That was the main event. Okay. Main event of the show: John Moxley, Orange Cassidy wins the match. They Christian Cage tries to cash in. Adam Hangman Page is there for some reason. Christian Cage say, "I'll give you the first shot." Hangman Page's hands over, said, "Fucking all right, I got you." Jay White comes out of fucking nowhere, and then all of a sudden, Darby Allin smashes car to a truck. Okay, if we follow all of that, which is very hard for me to do when I say I'm high and drunk and it's fucking past midnight. Okay, so we follow all of that.
That was crazy.
And it was fucking ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. It was fucking.
I was watching like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
It was ridiculous.
What
First of all,
the
Hangman and Hangman Page had one of the most knockdown, drag out snooze fests that I've ever seen. Ever.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
dumb niggas put me to fucking sleep, nigga. God damn.
That was one of the most cluster. People overuse the word clusterfuck. That finish to Full Gear was a complete clusterfuck. All for us to get Darby Allin chasing him. Where the fuck was he all show? Like, it's just it was crazy to me.
So
that did nothing for anybody. Like that finish did nothing for anybody.
Bro, again, Christian Cage and Adam Hangman Page. Clearly, Hangman Page is like, fuck it, I'll let you be champion because I think I can beat the shit out of you, nigga. Right? So he hands over the fucking briefcase to Christian Cage. Christian Cage, little sleazeball like, well, shit, I'll take this shit any way I fucking can. Jay White's like, nigga, they brought me over from Japan for this shit? Hell no. Broke that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, that shit's going on right there. Mind you, back to the point. Bobby Lashley need to look at that motherfucking shit. He need to look at that main event, and he need to do what I'm saying, what John Moxley did to Darby Allin. He need to come out and say, y'all niggas not fit. Y'all niggas not worthy. Y'all niggas not up for the challenge. Y'all niggas can't do it. Right? He need to fucking go at Hangman Page, say, you a drunk, pussy, can't handle it. Jay White, what Evelyn say back in Basketball Wives? Nah, motherfucking factor, bitch. Like that's what he did. Fucking said. Jay White, he need to clap in his face too. He's like, nah, fuck.
Yo.
Oh goddamn. Okay, and then he need to look at Darby Allin and just be like, and just like walk away. Like that's how you need to address all three of them niggas, bro. Because that's the only way it's gonna work. That's the only way it's gonna work for me.
Like I don't know where the Hurt Syndicate goes from here. Right? He defeated Swerve. He was dominant in the match too. I mean, Swerve did have a spark where he kind of like had his moment, but he won pretty much handedly. So you're right. Like logically, he should go after the champion, but more than likely, they're probably going to put him in some I don't know, TNT Championship or Continental.
And this is why that's why I had all that talk saying I feel the way I feel. I don't feel like it's special. Because after Bobby took care of Swerve, I need to know that his motherfucking top goal is Moxley. And I need Shelton Benjamin and Moxley I need Shelton Benjamin and Lashley and MVP to look at Moxley, Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli and say, you're fucking food. Because that's what they are. That's what they should be. And when you ask if they need a retool or reshuffle, hey, TNA ain't give a fuck what it was called when they put the title on Bobby, correct? They say you the baddest motherfucker in here. We gonna strap ourselves to you. That should be legitimate to that until MJF comes back. And if MJF and Bobby wants to take at it, so we can have MJF and MVP as the promos, then that's where we go from there. But I think we should not have a fucking stopgap in between.
I feel you. How do we take an exit route on this death, writers group then? And what do we do with this?
I mean,
You
it
know,
looked like it's gang wars all the way around. So I say her syndicate say we don't abide by none of this John Moxley rules, and Moxley say you get on or lay down, and Bobby say make me lay down, and that's where we go right there.
okay, I feel you. Okay, I can hear that. I don't mind that. I think that's cool. Got Christian in the background, cool. And as much as I like the conflict to Will Ospreay match, I don't think they're doing Will Ospreay justice by him losing. Would be real. I think Will Ospreay should be more of a bigger deal now than he was. But he seems like a less of a
That's
less
just why
special,
I say I
less
don't know
special than he.
about Bobby because they got a track record of making niggas that feel hot feel like they not.
Yeah, he
Swerve,
doesn't feel as special as he used to.
Osprey, fucking Willow Nightingale, Mercedes
Shout
Monet,
out to Willow. She
Chris
looks good,
Statlander.
man.
But we not even gonna. Hey, if we gonna keep it PG, let's keep it PG because
No, I'm saying she looks like she lost weight.
no. I don't. But you know I can go there with Willow. You know,
She's taking care of herself, man.
I'm like the band. I'm One Direction right now. Now, if you want me to exit out, and I can talk about how fine that motherfucker Willow look. Hey,
and listen, and I don't mind it. She looked good before, but I also saw her. She looked different. I was like, wow,
bro.
she's been working out.
She like Goku. Any version of Willow she can go. You know what I'm saying? Any version of Willow is.
Yeah, she was incredible, man.
Hey,
I was like, what?
I know she must. She ain't got no Athena, man. I can tell you that. And whoever she got handling business, shout out to him because Willow be happy and booked and happy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Willow, looking good with the T at the end.
Chuck it. Nah, shout out to Willow.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Anything else? Listen, man. Shout out to Danny Garcia for one. TNT champion.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank Garcia got it off of Jack Perry.
Thank God. Thank God. Well, I should thank God, but who can say that? That shit was fucking damn near 20 minutes, bro. I don't know why. I have no idea. I don't know why. Damn near 20 minutes. Excuse me, damn near 20 minutes. Takeshita beat Ricochet. They had a pretty good match. Moxley defeated Orange Cassidy, as we just talked about. Mercedes Moné defeated Chris Statlander.
Ricochet already don't feel special. I forgot he was even there.
Bro, this is again. So when I'm saying how I feel about Bobby, they have
scary
track record. They have a track record, bro, and they do it because of how they book them and where they place them at in the card. So I'm telling you, Bobby can't be no TNT Continental Classic. I'm glad they didn't even put my nigga in there. They say, Shelton, you do that shit. I'm glad they didn't put Bobby in it. Bobby don't need to be in that shit. Bobby legitimately need to be going for the AEW World Champion. And I think
last thing, I gotta get out of here. But you're right, 100%. But I want to run down a couple of things. Kenny Omega had his first match in New Japan. That's odd. Ricky Starks is in GCW talking shit talking his shit about like, yo, I can't let this team, this company hold me on the shelf, and deter my career, And then you got Tony Storm basically retiring, saying AEW doesn't need me. I'm just saying these are all three very talented individuals that I came to AEW to watch that are all saying things that are not good. And I'm like, how do you fumble it that bad? I think AEW needs to do what you said with Bobby, make sure he's fresh and interesting. Maybe that is, going head to head with the Death Riders, so that people feel like there's somebody that's adequately equipped to go against this group because they keep washing everybody. And either release Ricky Starks or let him wrestle, And Tony Storm, I don't know how you fumble her. I hope that's just a work. And Kenny Omega, bro, this is a company that you started, bro. You need to come back and set it on the right track at some point.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I think Kenny don't start the company without New Japan. So we can't talk about Cody being a good dude and a decent dude and not say that Kenny don't come from that elk and be like, I feel like they need me over there. Because guess what? We ain't mentioned New Japan since they left. Okay, so let's just keep it a book. Okay, so yeah, I think he goes over there, get him a tune-up match, create some buzz for the show, get some pay-per-view eyes, wrestle a guy that he trusts, get him going, then come back to AEW. I take it at face value with that. To your other points of Tony Storm, she's a good worker, so I won't take nothing of that until I take something from that. And then damn, what was the other point you said? I was keeping notes. We said Tony Storm,
Ricky Starks.
Rick, bro, we've been talked about it. Ricky and Trick Willie need to happen. So, nigga, he just need to take a loan out from Cody, buy himself out his contract, and then handle his business. Just go to Cole, man.
I wonder like, how long you got. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it don't listen. I would say, Cody, can I borrow some lawyers?
That's not happening.
Can I borrow some money? I want to buy myself out of this contract. It's like you can't say it's not happening, bro. Listen, Master P got Snoop. Hold on, Master P got Snoop Dogg out of a death row deal, nigga. Okay, now if we can get a nigga out of a death row deal, we can get a motherfucker out of AEW contract. Okay, you feel me?
You think Ricky Starks knows Cody Rhodes like that he don't give him money?
Hey man, you think Master P knew Snoop Dogg like that? Unless it was just respect. Master P saw Snoop in the. Oh no, I'm telling the story now. I'm telling the story. Master P saw Snoop in a fucked up situation. Respected Snoop gangster enough. He was like, "Hey man, you deserve to be your own boss." Got him out of his contract. Did some gangster shit. Got him out of his contract. Gave him his own motherfucking house. Gave him his own motherfucking car in his name. Gave him a 3-album deal and didn't take no proprietaries off the top of nothing he did after that, after putting them on. So what I'm saying is that you got some G motherfuckers here. And we seem to see Cody as a lit, to be quite honest, if we talking about two sides of a coin. If Cody is a good nigga, then Cody is, hold on, bro, let me land, bro. Cody is lit, bro. We can pull up on Cody and be like, yo, Cody. I'm gonna be listen, I'm a hold on. You know where the money's coming from. I'm getting it. You know when I get paid, I'll pay it back.
Oh my goodness.
You feel me?
Oh my goodness, bro.
Let me get out this deal one time down. Let me main event stand and deliver with Trick Willie. You make all your money back, just like that.
Oh my goodness. NXT contracts ain't that much, bro.
I'm not. We talking about merch sales. We talking about advertising. We talking about merchandise, nigga. Like
Riddle told us that he don't get no, but he don't get that bread. Riddle
real
told us.
talk, my nigga. Ricky Starks can give him that bread back in 6 months. That's how you talk in the streets, baby. Listen, baby, I keep that back to you in 6 months. 6 months, baby. 6 months.
All right, guys. That's your looking black with Chris. He starts using he uses Cody Rhodes as a lick to get out his contract with AEW. We have no idea how long his contract is, how much money he's owed, but nah, we can get him out of there.
Hold on. You think Ray Phoenix ain't speaking in Spanish for Rey Mysterio lawyers? They gonna get him out of there, motherfucker. Hey, Cato. I ain't even finna do it. I ain't even finna.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't. All right, man. I'm about to go to sleep on this pod, bro. Good night, guys. All's love. Everything is wrestling. Thank y'all for being up here late with us and hearing all our bullshit takes on wrestling. But I'm excited for Survivor Series. AEW needs some work again. And we shall see y'all next week where we shall hopefully have better news on AEW and other results
Fuck
for
that.
Survivor
If
Series.
we talking next week, nigga, you know we talking about Survivor Series. AEW can
Survivor
set
Series.
them up.
I know.
Listen, AEW can set a nigga on fire, and they did it before, and we was like, next, nigga, fuck out of here.
Goodbye, guys. All love. Peace out. Oh my God, shit.
Oh man. Yeah, we out.